Welcome, guys, to Rank Bad Boys episode. I think we're on to number 42 now. I'm gonna have to go double check. Anyways, in this episode, I will talk about my recent enlightenments from a book that we read in my Honors 102 class. The book is titled The Sixth Extinction by Elizabeth Colbert. As the title would suggest, Colbert explores the concept of mass extinctions throughout Earth's history, as well as the extinction that is currently taking place right now. That one is known as the Holocene extinction. I know a little bit about the five mass extinctions which happened in the past, as well as the primary causes of them. Simply put, I think nature let a 2-year-old play with a thermostat, unsupervised. And the rest, as they say, was history. But I don't really know much about the Holocene extinction. Luckily, this book will provide me with some insight on that. So, in the first chapter, the book talks about a species of frog that was densely populated in the El Valle area. Hold on, let me win this fight real quick first. All right, cool. Back to the frogs. In the early 2000s, they started to disappear, and I am gone too. Back in the 2000s, they started to disappear, and in a matter of months, the population of golden frogs was wiped to the brink of extinction. Now, scientists have made desperate attempts to preserve the remaining population by removing a few dozen of each sex from the forest and then bringing them to raise them indoors. The author quotes this as scientists putting them in incredible frog hotels. I'm doing like air quotes with one hand. Dude, this guy does not take KB. Holy crap. Anyways, the frogs essentially enjoyed first-class like accommodations with meals so fresh they could literally hop right off the plate. Now, with these while these chosen frogs were living in a luxurious life, the fellow members of their species were croaking. No, not funny? Alright. Which brings us back to the question of what exactly was killing these frogs. The answer turned out to be very simple yet complex at the same time. That guy went flying. The culprit directly responsible for the death of these frogs is actually this thing. This is a fungus belonging to the group chytrids. This fungus mainly targets the frog skin, a device commonly used by frogs to breathe, and suffocates them. Now, it makes sense that a disease was killing off the frog population. There weren't any new predators, the state of the environment seemed fairly normal, Dr. Smilo was still an undergraduate. Actually, scratch that last one. Anyhow, frog corpses began to dude, holy, take some KB, please. Anyways, frog corpses just randomly began to appear, likely from this fungus. But why now? Well, scientists speculate that the particular species responsible for the death of all these frogs actually originated in Africa, and most likely came from stowaway frogs who hitched a ride from us humans some time ago. And now we've become the main villains of their story. Dang it, my bed's gone. I now have to clutch this game. Alright, I'm sure we're inadvertently responsible for a lot of these species going extinct, but maybe if these frogs had learned how to breathe from their noses. Right? Only joking. But I'm definitely sure that we are harming these species along with many others, not just frogs, but mammals and birds and reptiles, etc. And driving them closer to extinction. I need to win this fight real quick. However, that isn't to say that there are efforts to increase conservation, decrease our emission of greenhouse gases, and slowing down our expansion into natural habitats of these endangered species. At the very least, many of us are now aware of the situation. That's always an important first step into taking action. As far as what actions we should take, that's not really where I get into it, and the book doesn't talk too much about that, or at least I don't remember it. Anyways, the other chapter that we read about was about Neanderthals, I think. And as far as I'm aware, our general perception and understanding of how Neanderthals went extinct could be a little varied. I think some people or some researchers believe that environmental changes wiped them out, while others claim that humans drove them to extinction. You know, Homo sapiens killed them off. For the longest time, I assumed that it was maybe a combination of both. You know, like environmental changes as well as Homo sapiens affecting their populations in some sort of way. But nothing's actually confirmed. But there are speculations from scientists that say that we may have actually interbred with Neanderthals, and that might have been what led to the disappearance of Neanderthals. So, simply put, we could be related to Neanderthals. All right, and I think with that, I'm going to close off my talk. I hope you enjoyed my yap sesh. I'm gonna go ahead and end the game. I'm going to chase down this last player, but thanks for watching. And I guess just enjoyed the end of the game.